This video will show the service and repair of a moon phase grandfather clock. I bought the working clock on Gumtree a couple of years ago and it keeps good time, but for some reason the moon phase dial on it doesn't work. There are very few videos on YouTube that show the workings of these clocks, and apart from one book on the subject which is no longer in print, I hope that this video will help to shed light on these fascinating clocks and how they work. So let's go and take the dial off. The minute hand is held on with a split pin. And the hour hand is actually held on with a small screw. Something to protect the dial while I take the second hand off with a couple of screwdrivers. Oh no! The front panel is held on with 4 split pins. And there you see the 2 discs, the moon phase disc and below that the smaller date disc. So the clock shows the disc with the moon on it, and that rotates from 1 to 29.5 days, which is the time it takes for the moon to orbit the Earth. And every day it rotates around like that, and you can see the shape of the moon changing as the days go by. So the first day of the phase cycle we have a new moon, so you can't see that at all because it is shielded by the Earth. as the days start to go by, you start seeing a waxing crescent moon carrying on round. When you get to about day 6, which is where we are today, you're approaching the first quarter moon. The days go by, you then start getting a waxing gibbous moon, and when you get to day 15, you can see the pointer on the top of the moon approaching 15 now. There's your full moon. Continuing round, the days go by, you start getting a waning gibbous moon, and then you have a third quarter moon, and then as it goes on you start getting a waning crescent moon, and then on the 29th and a half day you get the next new moon. So the problem is the moon disk rotates freely with no form of ratchet or any mechanism that I can see from the clock to rotate it. So looking at the back plate, the large lunar disk at the top has 118 teeth, which just happens to be 4 times 29.5. So with 2 moons on the disk, that means that half a disk, or 59 teeth, is essentially from new moon to new moon. So the wheel would advance 1 notch every 12 hours. The date disk, which is underneath the moon disk, has 31 days and has 62 teeth, so it rotates 1 notch every 12 hours. Here is the front face of the mechanism beneath the dial plate, showing the chime in action. The snail wheel, which rotates once every 12 hours, has a pin on it, and that hooks up with the date wheel on the front panel and moves it along a notch once every 12 hours. Above and to the right of the snail there's an empty space, and you'll see there's a tapped hole in the plate that's visible. So what we need to do is make a wheel that hooks up with the 72 pin wheel beneath the snail and is located over the tapped hole in that empty space that you see. So the new wheel, which is driven by the snail wheel, will also have 72 teeth and will be rotated anti-clockwise. On the wheel will be a protruding pin, shown here in red, and that will pick up with the moon disk reel, shown in green, and rotate that 1 notch every 12 hours in a clockwise direction. Well, there we are. Looks like I'll be back in the workshop very soon to make a new wheel for this clock. It'll be fun. It's the first time I've ever tried to make a wheel before, so hopefully you'll join me in the next part of this video to see how I do it. And thanks very much to the new subscribers for watching the channel, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye.